My sister and I are twins. She is stunningly beautiful. Long legs, a slender waist, and skin as pale and smooth as a peeled egg. A male classmate got fixated on her and tried to force himself on her. But little did he know, my sister is a corpse girl. Every night she sleeps alongside dead bodies. Her beauty is maintained by feeding off the rotting flesh and the dark yin energy of the dead. Mom died giving birth to Haley. It was a one corpse, two lives situation, or so we thought. Back then, we were dirt poor living in the deepest boonies. Dad didn't have money for a funeral, so he just grabbed a white sheet, wrapped up Mom and the breathless baby Haley, and buried them in the dirt out back. But that night, a cry pierced through the ground. The old superstitious folks in the village said Haley was something unnatural, a corpse feeder. As long as she stayed in contact with the dead, she could borrow their time. Dad wanted Haley to live. He dug a pit in the backyard and put Mom's body in it. When night fell, he'd lower baby Haley into the pit to sleep next to our dead mother. As she soaked up the cold yin energy from the rotting flesh year after year, Haley grew up to be pale, gorgeous, and stunning. She looked like a Hollywood superstar. In comparison, I looked like a potato, just plain, boring Harper. But I wasn't jealous. Honestly, I pitied her, because Haley is a monster. Every single night, she has to lie next to a bloating, stinking carcass. If she doesn't get her daily dose of rot, she'll die. When I turned 18, I got into a college in the city. Haley insisted on coming with me. I said, Haley, you need to sleep with a corpse to survive. In the city, dead people get cremated or buried in cemeteries. You can't just dig one up. Haley smiled, looking like an angel with a devil's mind. I'll just kill someone. Problem solved. Looking at her breathtaking face, I felt a chill run down my spine. She was cruel. Beautiful, but cruel. First day of classes. I scrubbed myself raw in the shower and put on my cleanest clothes. But as I walked onto campus, a group of trendy upperclassmen walked by. They sniffed the air like they smelled dog shit. Ugh, what the fuck is that smell? One girl gagged, covering her nose excessively. Smells like wet dog and dirt. Probably some hillbilly trash. My face burned hot. Tears pricked my eyes. I washed. I swear I washed. Why were they being so mean? A tall, burly guy walked over. His name tag read Chad. He looked me up and down with pure disgust. What are you doing here, swamp donkey? Go back to the farm. He shoved me hard. I stumbled and hit the pavement. Laughter erupted around me. They pointed at me like I was a circus freak. Just then, a voice cut through the noise. Harper? Harper? Where are you? Haley walked out of a nearby shop. The moment she appeared, the laughter died. Everyone's jaws hit the floor. She was magnetic. Even Chad, who looked like he wanted to spit on me a second ago, looked like he'd just seen the Virgin Mary. He rubbed his hands together, putting on a greasy smile. Hey there, you new. If you need a tour, I'm your guy. Haley didn't even look at him. She walked straight to me and helped me up. Who pushed you? I pointed a shaking finger at Chad. Haley looked at him. A flicker of pure malice crossed her eyes. I knew that look. That was her, I'm going to kill this thing. Look. Chad was oblivious. He sneered. Why are you touching her? Careful, you'll catch the ugly. Haley's voice was Isa Goddess, and she looks like a toad. How the hell did you two come out of the same womb? A toad? People back home said I wasn't as pretty as Haley, but nobody ever called me a toad. I was humiliated. For the first time in my life, I felt a stab of jealousy. If I was as hot as her, nobody would treat me like garbage. That night, Chad booked a huge VIP room at a restaurant near campus. He invited the whole class, except me. Some nosy classmate asked why I wasn't invited. Chad made a gagging face. Look at Harper's crater face. You think anyone can eat with that sitting at the table? The class roared. True. I'd puke up last week's dinner. I gripped the hem of my shirt so hard my knuckles turned white. Haley grabbed my hand. If my sister isn't eating, I'm not eating. Chad scoffed at me. Harper, you lucky little toad. You're riding your sister's coattails. Otherwise, you'd never step foot in a high-end place like this. The dinner was in full swing. Haley was the star. Girls flocked around her. Haley, your skin is literally glowing.